Hello, this is Shanahan, second match of the league season. Let's see what we got going on here. We have pathfinding, but not a great target for it. Like pathfinding forum, maybe. Thinning would be recruiter and bat. You probably want to get in on that pretty quickly. Plus buy merchant guild forum fair. You can get actions with recruiter reasonably well. I think we're just building a single province here and maybe picking up some extra duchies with Vampire. I don't think there's time for Pathfinding Forum. I don't think there's time for too much Merchant Guild stuff. Maybe you pick up a Merchant Guild for the coffers, but villagers are going to be a little bit tight, even with Recruiter and 5s. If you hit like weird 7s, you can Forum Ratcatcher and then trash the Ratcatcher later to Recruit or something like that. I think I'm going to open Silver Scavenger is what I'm thinking about. To spike the Recruiter faster. And Recruiter is my first 5. And then Vampire is my second 5. We'll see if that works out. Looks like they've got the 5-2 here. Or maybe they wanted to go Courtyard Silver, which doesn't seem crazy. But I drew well. Like a copper, I guess. And I'm pretty sure I'm in on just Recruiter here. With 7 again, I could do like the Forum Ratcatcher, but I pretty much just want to get Recruiter going. Hopefully I don't get Vampire here. That prevents me from buying a Vampire myself. This is a very nice start. Next turn I can potentially like play the Recruiter, trash an estate, play the Scavenger, top deck the Vampire, buy like a Forum. That'd be a really awesome turn. But there's a handful of hexes that will block that. Let's take a look. Poverty. Fear. And if they locust and hit my Recruiter, I'm going to be really sad. But we'll see what they're thinking about here. I'm not. Okay. Click Vampire. The second Courtyard is tricky. There's not a lot of terminal space in this kingdom. So I would be concerned about that. With 2 Courtyards and 2 Recruiters. And Pathfinding is not like the most exciting on Courtyard. I guess it's okay. Okay, not a problem. Again, we discard the deck, top deck the Vampire. Go second Recruiter, second Vampire, first Forum. Second Vampire thins faster, you get overlapping Vampires probably. The Forum helps us cycle faster. I think with the Recruiter already, I'm going to get a second Vampire. And here I'll get like, I don't know, I can get a fair, maybe just get a Ratcatcher or a Silver. There's a bunch of little things I could do here. I guess I'll get like Silver Forum here. I should have enough trashing with 2 Vampires and Recruiter. And the Scavenger, I guess I always kind of plan on trashing at some point with the Recruiter. How are we hitting 8 for provinces? Is that like 2 gold maybe? So you want to grab some golds at some point. And then potentially also a Merchant Guild to build up coffers while you're provincing. And there's like Ratcatchers you can kind of spam. Yeah, so I'm going to get another Silver. I did open with a Silver, right? So I'll have 2 Silvers in the deck. And get a Forum here. That's a nice hit. Okay, bottom deck the Recruiter, which is a little bit sad. Leans me towards possibly wanting to getting another one now. But I'll definitely play this Scavenger. Maybe I'll buy the Fair now. Vampire gain another Recruiter. And yeah, I really do want to I guess I could top deck the Forum. I think top decking the Recruiter is just better. Get a Fair and get a second Recruiter. Okay, do it with an estate, which is nice. Hopefully find some bats coming up here. And get going. As nice as the first shuffle was, that shuffle was not quite as nice, having the Recruiter in the bottom 5, but the deck's a little big. We need to add in a bunch of forms. We need to try to get deck control here pretty quickly. Alright, we play the Recruiter, we trash an estate. And I think I'm pretty happy just to get another Forum here. It's good draw, or cycling, however you want to describe it. I worry Recruiter runs out of food. They're going to run out of villagers very quickly with the stuff they're doing, but we'll see. It's going to be Forum, Ratcatcher, potentially. Other Courtyard, okay. Discard, and I will top deck a Forum now. I guess Courtyard increases your hand size, is what they are thinking. I'm just not that excited about it, I guess. I'm going to grab my gold. I mean, if I just kind of hit 8 here randomly, I can always just grab Pathfinding on Forum. And I will not have the villager problems that they're going to have. They're going to have to trash silvers. They're going to have to trash 5 costs. They're going to have to do stuff, I guess. And I can just build. And I've also got this extra Vampire, which seems pretty solid. Hopefully I can draw that this turn and trash some coppers. Although Forum is very good at sifting, so I don't necessarily need to be super concerned about trashing coppers immediately. I'm assuming this is Pathfinding Courtyard based on their play so far. Bad Omens means I'm about to trigger a bad shuffle, it looks like. Yeah, alright, so this is we just Pathfind Forum now, kind of shuffle. And I've got my Scavenger, Recruiter in those bottom 2, so I can scavenge, top deck the Forum, play the Recruiter, trash something, and I've got buy another Forum or something this turn. I can also play the Recruiter first and then scavenge, top deck the Forum. Maybe that's better. We'll see if they're starting to green here, in which case I'm going to be a half turn behind. But I've got this extra Vampire that lets me potentially gain duchies. And I do need to get that Merchant Guild. And I mean, I guess they can buy silvers. They get a coffer back. And then, it's kind of like they're buying an acting troupe. I expect that in a 5-2 kingdom like this, I should be behind here at this point of the game. Okay. Do this. I think I'm going to trigger this shuffle with the Scavenger. And I'm pretty okay to kill a silver here. 2 coppers and buy a Merchant Guild. Gain a Forum. If I don't kill the silver and I trash 1 copper, I've got 8. So I could get like Merchant Guild Silver Forum. And I hit them with Diluted. Diluted means they can't buy actions this turn, which should really slow them down. I wonder if that means they'll province this turn. Okay, Recruiter trashing Recruiter makes sense. I can probably do the same myself. It looks like they bottom decked a Courtyard. They do seem to be a turn ahead, though. If not 2 turns ahead, looking at what they've done. The farms are more expensive than the Courtyards. We'll see if they go like Merchant Guild, Courtyard, Silver, Gold. Perhaps my gold should have just been a Merchant Guild. And we'll see if they end up trashing the gold for villagers. I don't really want... So we'll take a scavenger with the idea that I can recruit it. But that's kind of a painful one. This is a very painful start here. And I've got 3 forums down there. So we both have 2 merchant guilds now, but they've had them an extra turn. We both got 2 vampires. I'm looking to potentially trash one of those scavengers for villagers. Oh, they're stopping here. They must have bottom decked a recruiter and a couple of courtyards. Forum, courtyard. Interesting. Miserable's pretty meaningless, I think. We'll see until the end game. Coppers, forum, recruiter. I'm going to kill one of these scavengers. Alright, so I don't really need to play this recruiter here. What's in my discard pile? Copper, silver. Just playing this recruiter triggers a pretty bad shuffle. I could discard 2 coppers, play recruiter, trash a silver. I need bat food, it looks like. So I could discard recruiter silver, play scavenger, gold, or I could try to get the bats on cycles. We could discard like bat copper here. And then I'm going to kill copper, I think. One villager should be enough for next turn. And top deck a card. I have to top deck a card, which would be just silver. Okay. So this is interesting. I guess I need to get another merchant guild. So merchant guild forum, rat catcher. And I am not quite overdrawing, so I don't want to buy a copper quite yet. Well, they had a complete dud here, and I think they had like a half dud last turn, so they must have bottom decked 2 courtyards and a recruiter. Which makes me feel better given that I have 5 forums. I guess they trashed 1 forum. They trashed 2. Okay, we got something. We'll discard the treasures. Discard those. All right, so I can play Recruiter here and trash a Recruiter, which seems reasonable. And I don't think I'm playing the Scavenger this turn. So for 15, I can buy, I've got 3 Merchant Guilds in play. So I can buy like 2 Forums and a Merchant Guild. I have to recruit something next turn. I can recruit the Scavenger. So 2 Forums and a Merchant Guild. And I feel like I can get away with Vampire gaining. Buys they have. They've got 4 buys. If they can get to 23, they can get Forums out, but that's Merchant Guilds out. 4, they don't have that much payload in their deck, I don't think. So what am I doing? 2 Forums, Merchant Guild, Vampire gain a Forum. And then to pile out, they can Vampire gain 1, they would need more buys than they have. So Forum, 2 Forums, Merchant Guild. I think I can get away with 1 copper. I don't think I can get away with much more than that. And that's plenty of coffers, I think. We'll see if I feel bad about that immediately after this. And I trashed a silver for them and potentially did something weird to their shuffle. I had a lot of draw there, and I've got 12 coffers and 6 buys. So potentially this turn I can get like some provinces and rat catchers. I'm pretty sure they only have 5 gains total here. Now they could get like province and 2 courtyards or something, which puts them in an interesting spot. Puts me in an interesting spot for piling. So that's just something I got to watch out for. I guess Vampire can gain a duchy. They can go like province, duchy, courtyard, and sort of dare me to pile out. But they only found 1 Merchant Guild this turn. Had some awkward draws, it looks like. We shall see what line they take. Yeah, so Vampire's 1 gain, and I've got 4 Merchant Guilds and Fair. So I've got 6 buys, and I've got a lot of draw with my Forums. So they have to be somewhat concerned about that. This could just be like single province and pass. It doesn't give them any more pile pressure next turn, but it, given they should have a lot of draw in the rest of the deck. Although they are low, what they recruited is silver and a courtyard. So they do seem to be low on villagers. They're adding more recruiters. This seems to bode well for me. I feel like I need to score a little bit this turn. Just so... Okay, what are they doing with the Vampire? I guess they did not find the Vampire. Alright, and we'll start by just discarding treasures. And now be fairly confident that we're getting all the way through. Okay. So I can play this last Forum. Discard 2. I'm going to recruit this Scavenger. Next turn I have to be slightly aware of what I can recruit, what I have to recruit. Okay, so 6 buys. 6 buys is quite a bit, and I've got 4 Merchant Guilds in play. So I could go double province and 4 rat catchers. I overdrew this turn by a decent amount, by 2 at least. Double Province and 4 Rat Catchers gets me a ton of coffers. I'm not really worried about them piling, because I think they only have 5 gains. So that'd be, and then, so I'd Vampire gain Duchy, so Double Province Duchy. They have 2 vampires now, so that's concerning. So I could go Triple Province and 3 coppers. I'm not worried about them quad provincing. I have a ton of coffers. And what am I gaining with the recruiter, with the vampire then? That gets me a 10-point lead. So they would have to double province. And I don't think, it's like, I just don't feel like their deck is super capable of, they've got 2 vampires. So I guess they can find a pile out. How much money do they have? They have 1 gold and 2 silvers. So like gaining 3 merchant guilds and 3 just doesn't seem possible to me. So I think I'm gonna 2 vampire gains. They would need 11, 19, 6, 3. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that line. So 2 provinces, 3 rat catchers, and a duchy. So it's 16 plus 6, 22. Trash a copper, see what vampire does. Fear doesn't do very much. Take the duchy. As long as I draw a forum in the start, I should be good. With 23 coffers. Something like a 4 province turn seems pretty straightforward. There are some hexes that can potentially do things. I think we've already seen locusts. Locusts hit my scavenger. We've already seen war. And I don't know that there are any significant hexes left. We've seen miserable. Haunting doesn't hurt me too much. Plague, poverty's like a little bit annoying. Famine, like some of these are a little bit annoying. The one that makes your money less is probably the most annoying. Envious, but I have 23 coffers, so it's not like I'm worried about that. I guess the worrying thing is if they could do province, triple merchant guild, triple courtyard, and then give me a curse or something to take a tie. What is recruiter eating? Okay, that recruiter ate a recruiter. It does look like they've drawn deck here. Actually, that's not clear. They may not have the stuff they played last turn yet. It just doesn't seem like they have enough payload to be able to pile here, which is what I had calculated. Okay, recruiter trashes a silver. Yeah, this is the thing. They had to play recruiters as... Yeah, so 6 gains it looks like. So not enough to pile out here, or particularly close to it. And assuming I find another merchant guild, I can triple somewhat trivially. If I can find my whole deck, I can get 4 provinces very easily, and that should be just a win. Ratcatcher draws a card, Forum draws 4 cards, and I've got like 5 more forums in the deck. Okay, well that's annoying. Top deck the bat, if that somehow gets trashed, I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm pretty happy to see all those turned over. Okay, that was a little bit dicey there, but we found most of the stuff. I'm not 100% sure at this point what I'm searching for, I guess, just all of my payload, and this should be enough for, this is 27, yeah, this should be enough for getting all the provinces, remain, yeah, and don't play the vampire so it doesn't cause the game to go longer, and we got a win as first player when they had a 5-2 in a recruiter board, so feel pretty good about that one. We move on to game 2.